been a long road to this point in the season, but we are officially down to 2. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Cleveland Indians and the New York Mets. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and you can see how these two teams stack up. And it's hard to say exactly who you give the edge to right now. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if the pitchers were the guys that got the upper hand in this series.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on the show, and it's coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Now taking the field, welcome your 2015 New York Mets.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Indians as they'll align themselves like this here tonight. And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen. And in the field, we see the Mets will line up this way. Johnny Larson will stand in for the first time here in this World Series, and you see the numbers. He's been as hot as anybody around.
He may be the hottest hitter on the ball club through the first few rounds. If he can keep it going here in the World Series, I think they're going to have a good shot at going all the way.
Underway this evening as the first pitch is taken for strike one as we get started right on time at 7:05 p.m.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are, so the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
On the ground to third, and a good throw gets him, one gone.
You know, there's no such thing as a routine grounder with this guy. If you take your time, he's going to be safe. He'll beat it out. So that's a nice job of getting rid of it quickly and getting him at first base.
In now, number 27. First pitch misses to him. It's ball one. One out, nobody on. The 1-0 pitch. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it. Winds up an easy pop-out.
Number 22 will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. First pitch on the way. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
The next pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. You'd have to say, so far, so good here for the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting ahead. He's mixing his pitches. You'd like to put up a 0 to get that first inning out of the way, and he's close to making that happen.
3-0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the 3-0 offering. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Batting fourth, first baseman,
A.J. Metcalf will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. First pitch coming. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your time to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
The 1-0. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Oh, good diving attempt right there at third base, but he just can't get to the ground fast enough to make that play, and it slips past.
Stepping in now, Mitchell Friedman, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
You can bet now that in the postseason, on the road, in game 1 here, they'd like nothing better than to get on the board first. Just kind of let these guys know that they mean business. And they've got an early opportunity to do just that.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Seems like he's missed his spots a few times here already.
Yeah, he hasn't been overly sharp, that's for sure. It hasn't caught up to him yet, but he's going to need to find that rhythm.
He waits, now the pitch. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hat.
2 men are on with 2 men out. 2-2 pitch on the way. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
Three and 2, here it is. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Now here's the starting lineup for the Mets as put forward by manager Terry Collins. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. Defensively, the Indians will line up this way. Daniel Murphy will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
For the Mets, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Now the pitch. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. And the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ready with the 2-1. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now another 2-2. Here's a swing and a ground ball, and that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Here's Juan Lagares. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
Pause, now the pitch. Good power curveball there, and he's in control 0-2.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
He's ready now. The pitch. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. And no one can corral that one. Base hit.
Can't ask for a whole lot more to start the inning. Hey, back-to-back base hits haven't threatened to score a first run of the night.
Michael Lee will stand in now for the first time here in this World Series, and he's a guy this club really needs to get going.
Yeah, it's been a tough October for him so far. He just seemed a little overmatched in the games that we've watched. It looks like he's just trying too hard, and sometimes that just puts more pressure on you.
Here's the first offering. Now a little topper down the line, and with his speed, this could wind up being trouble. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. Number 3 will dig in here.
Number 3.
Now here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0.
Boy, this is an ideal start here so far in game 1. You get the scoreless top half. And now, right away, you've got an opportunity here to score first and really put the pressure on right from the outset of this series.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. The 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to land foul. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Big pitch here, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Here he comes on 2-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Well, you know, you really hate to see this first inning opportunity slip away, especially with two guys on and your cleanup hitter up there. But now it's going to take a 2-out hit from your number 5 guy to put a crooked number on the board.
Number 30 will take his first cuts of the ball game here. Now here's the first pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
1-1 on the way. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
A 2-1 offering. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
And up at the plate now, he's really in the driver's seat. I don't think they want to walk him, so this should be something good.
Here he comes, 3-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Full count pitch on its way. Swinging a liner toward right center. And there's a base hit as the runner will score from third, and that gives the Mets a 1-0 lead.
Boy, he comes through with a 2-out, 2-strike RBI. That's a real confidence builder right there, and conversely, that's very deflating if you're out there on the mound.
David Lee will stand in looking to keep this first inning rally hot. First offering on the way. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. This is foul for the first strike. From the stretch. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
And you don't want to get caught having to play catch up this early in the ballgame. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
1-1 pitch on the way. And they'll go back down in the zone this time, but it's the same result, a ball, and it's 2-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. When that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Sets the 2-2 pitch. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Sammy Huffman leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Shortstop, Sammy Huffman.
First pitch coming. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
That's just a great spot for the fastball against a hitter like this. Just off the plate enough to make him offer, but not good enough that he can do anything with it.
And now a pitch on the way. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Ready now on 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes, 2-1. to 2-2 now.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Here's the 2-2 offering. And this is hit well towards the hole. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Well, this ball's hit pretty sharply here towards the hole, but then you see he's able to backhand this thing and then use that cannon he's got to fire it across the diamond and get his man.
Into the box now, Lee Van Dyke. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Stay up. Try opening your eyes for the next pitch.
The 1-0 home. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And this will be fouled away. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. Here's the payoff pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. The 3-2 pitch. And here's a swing, and another chance out there is short. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Number 13 digs in at the plate. First pitch to him. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Now here it comes. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the third out. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Michael Cuddyer will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Left fielder, Michael Cuddyer.
Here's the first offering. Lined hard, but foul. Here's the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Here comes a 2-2. And this is swung on and missed by Cuddyer as he's retired 1 away.
This is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
Now the pitch. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
The pitch. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Here comes the 1-2. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Number 13 has a long run, but he takes charge for route number 2. And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these two teams took to get where they are tonight. Johan Santana will step in now. First pitch coming. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Here it comes. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Eddie Harris will step in now as he'll get a chance to swing the bat here in the World Series.
Yeah, and remember, thanks to the National League winning the All-Star game, no DH in games 1 or 2, or 6 or 7 if we go that far.
Now the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. On the way. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
It's one thing to go 2-0 on a guy, but it's another to do it to a pitcher, and still another to do it to an American League pitcher. You've got to throw a strike right here.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
Of all the people to lose the strike zone against in this lineup, he's got to be out there thinking, how is this happening against the pitcher?
3-0 is on the way. And no doubt about this one, it's in there. 3-1.
Don't be surprised if he still doesn't have the green light on 3-1.
Here he comes on 3-1. And that can't find the zone either. It's ball 4, and on just 5 pitches, he's walked the pitcher leading off the inning.
Well, when you're holding on to a 1-run lead, you don't want to start walking guys, especially not the leadoff hitter. He'll kick himself over that one, but he's going to have to put it behind him quick.
Donnie Larson will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
And that's the right spot to be against a lineup like this. You keep that fastball out of the middle of the zone, you'll be all right.
Forget it, guys. Double him up right here.
He's set. Now the pitch. Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Well, this ball's just not hit nearly hard enough to get to, obviously because he hit it with half of a bat. So a nice job there to dodge the remnants of what used to be a baseball bat and at least get the sure out at first.
Standing in now, number 27. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball one. Here comes the 1-0. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. One out and a runner on second base. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no, they can't get there. Now the 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. The 2-2 coming. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Runner at second here with one man out. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And a fastball misses there, ball four.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3-2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Number 22 will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. And here's the first pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
The 1-0. Oh, in trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0. Another 2-0 count here to begin an at-bat.
Once or twice is a pattern. More than that is a trend. And he's just not going to have much success if he keeps falling behind every hitter.
Comes set. Now the pitch. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment. But he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
First and second now, one man out. Now the 2-1 pitch. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Now the 3-1 pitch. And he misses again. Ball four. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
A.J. Metcalf stands in now with a chance to either tie this game or perhaps give his club the lead.
Hold those runners.
Now the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
Has a look, now the pitch. He dials down on that one, but the result's the same. It's a called strike as he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout.
From the belt, the pitch. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Oof. What a time to come up with the first strikeout of the ball game. And now with 2 away, 1 more out, and you get out of this and strand a couple guys in scoring position.
Mitchell Friedman will get a chance here in one of the bigger spots in the ball game thus far. Bases loaded now with 2 away. First pitch coming. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
His pitch count is really spiked here in the inning. He's up over 50 already.
Now the 1-0. Swing, and this is hit hard but foul toward the third base dugout.
Yo, let's brand those runners now.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. 97 that time as this is fouled away. Here's the 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Daniel Murphy makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
First pitch on the way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. The 1-1 on its way to Murphy. Fastball called strike, 1-2. Here comes a 1-2. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2. Here now the 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the payoff pitch home. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. And 1 gone now in the New York third.
Center fielder number 12, Juan Lagares.
Juan Lagares will dig in. He singled his first time around. Here's the first offering. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Now here's the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
1-1.
Now the 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. The right-hander deals on 1-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, it took him a few batters to get it going in the first, but after that first inning run, he's come back to retire the next 6 in a row.
Michael Lee will stand in. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time. Now here's the first pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Now here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Number 22 is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, but they lead it 1-0. Sammy Huffman will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Sammy Huffman.
First offering on the way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Now the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Look into McCann, the 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Open your eyes, huh?
Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
(3-1) on the way. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Van Dyke.
Lee Van Dyke will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch coming. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. One there, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Number 13 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch to him. Circle change, too low, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Here comes the 2-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base that they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Now the 3-1. Swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Number 3 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Leading off for the Mets here in the fourth, third baseman, number 3.
Here's the first offering. Starts him out with a slider too low for ball 1.
Come on, Mets.
1-0 on the way. 2-0 now.
After the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
2-0 on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready on 2-1. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
The 3-1 coming. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's the full count offering. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And fellas, if we do games together for the next decade, we might never see two starters in the same game throwing that hard. I mean, this has really been something. Number 30 will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. Now here's the first pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
One run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
The 2-0 on the way. In there, 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Now the 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Here comes the 3-1. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
And sometimes, you know, you just got to learn that harder isn't always better. You've got to be able to dial that fastball down a few miles an hour and make sure you keep it in the strike zone.
David Lee will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and one away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Now the first pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. One 1-0 pitch now. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Runners on first with one down. 1-2. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
The 2-2. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with one out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Runner at first here, one man out. Full count offering on its way. And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with one away.
Second walk here in the fourth inning. I mean, that's too many against this bunch. It doesn't look like he and his catcher are on the same page right now.
Michael Kadire will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. first pitch coming. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. Here's a 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. There's one. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Eddie Harris will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. You know, maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that's in there for strike one. And the pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled back. There's the lefty's offering on 1 and 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, I don't know if that was just discipline or whether he just wasn't going to swing the bat at all. At least he's making him throw a few pitches.
Pitch on the way. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's the 2-2 home. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Donnie Larson will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Take it off. Let's get going.
And here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
He's set, now the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Comes set, now the pitch. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1 and 2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. But now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
The 1-2. And he gets him to lift one into shallow center field. And he will get there to make the running catch as that ball hung up just a little bit too long.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Number 27 will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one.
Get through here.
He's ready now. The pitch. Lays off the circle change there. A ball and a strike.
That runner's leaning.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. No runs, 2 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. From the belt, kicks and deals. Curveball, or maybe even the circle change there. 2-2 regardless.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Ball runs in on him here as this is flared out towards second. The second for 1. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Kind of lucky to get an out anywhere here. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and it doesn't have a whole lot of zip on it, but they do find a way to get that force.
Into the box, number 22. Lined foul right over the Mets dugout. A runner on first with 2 away. From the stretch. This is foul right side. He's set, now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. Indians leave 1. It remains 1-0. Brian McCann will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Catcher, Ryan McCann.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a ground ball here to the left side, but there's nobody home. It's into left, a base hit.
Well, that shift can be a gamble sometimes. They're playing straight up. This is probably an out, but since they're shifted well over to right field, this finds a seam.
Johan Santana will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch on the way. And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Daniel Murphy will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
Murphy.
Now the first pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's the pitch. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball, 1-1. The pitch. And that misses, 2-1.
He's come at him with all off-speed stuff so far, but if I'm at the plate, if I'm hitting, I'm thinking he's going to have to throw a fastball here sooner or later.
2 out, nobody on. Here he comes on 2-1. Now a slider misses, and that pushes the count to 3-1.
Yeah, this is good patience here to work it to 3-1, especially after the 2 quick outs. But if nothing else, you buy your pitcher a little more time to catch his breath.
The 3-1 is on the way. Taken the other way toward left center and fairly deep. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans, but they hold a 1-0 lead. A.J. Metcalf will come forward now to start out their half of the sixth, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Now the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Settling under it now is Kadire, and he puts it away no problem for the first out.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits, both of them are singles. And he's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
Mitchell Friedman will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Here's the first offering. First pitch is a slider, called for a strike. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Fastball called for strike 2.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now here's the pitch. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. So 1-2 with 1 away. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looks to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Sammy Huffman will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail this one 1-0. Juan Lagares will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Now here it comes. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
And we get a look there at his pitches by inning. He's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Michael Lee will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch coming. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Still won't get him to fish downstairs, and it's 2-0 now. Two-0 count, the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
3 straight strikes to the first hitter in the inning. 3 straight balls now to the second.
3-0. That one's in there, 3-1. Now the 3-1 home. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The 3-2 pitch. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now this is popped meekly in the air, playable on the infield. Larson backs up and takes care of it, 2 away.
Strikeout and a soft liner here, and he's had no problems with this inning so far at all.
In now, number 3. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Here's the 1-0. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. 7th inning coming up now in Game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Lee Van Dyke will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. First offering on the way. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, number 13.
Number 13 will be the batter, 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first offering. Lays off 1-0.
1-0.
1 out, nobody on. The 1-0 pitch. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now. Here comes the 2-0. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Lee is back to the track as he takes it for route number 2.
And the fact that they're playing no doubles defense might have helped him out right here. This is a much tougher play if he's at his regular depth, but he ranges back to put this one away.
Roger Doran will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
24. Roger Doran.
Chopper foul. Here it comes. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
The 1-1 home. Now a little tapper here up the first baseline. but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here comes the 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Here he comes on 2-2. Oh, got him looking at the two-seamer, and that'll end it. Indians go down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Corey Kluber will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home seventh.
Corey Kluber.
Number 30 will stand in. Base on balls his last time.
For the Mets, first baseman, number 30.
There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0.
1-0.
The next pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. The 1-1. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. No problem here, one away.
Now batting, the shortstop, David Lee.
David Lee will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. First pitch to him. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
Bases are empty, one man out. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
And you know what that is right there? That's life in the show, bud. Once teams around the league figure out the book on how to get you out, it can be a real tough adjustment to play at this level.
Michael Kadire will stand in looking to turn things around. He struck out and bounced into a double play so far. Not such a hot start. Now the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2 to Kadire. 2 balls and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count.
Maybe even taken 2.
Here it is, the 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
The 3-1. And that misses ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And that whole at-bat, I felt like he didn't really want to challenge this guy. And I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order that you really have to go after.
Brian McCann will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. First pitch coming. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count. Kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Johan Santana will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Now here's the first pitch. There's the circle change, and a dandy that time as he jumps ahead with strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Comes set, now the pitch. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball 1. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
2 down, runners at first and second. 1-1 on the way. Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
Hey, give him credit up there. He's going to take his hacks.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Pitch on the way. Full count, 3-2. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Full count pitch on its way. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Daniel Murphy can break this one wide open now if he can find a gap here with the bases loaded. And here's the first pitch. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Ready? Now the pitch. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Mets leave them loaded. They lead it 1-0. Donnie Larson will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And no, they can't get there. Now the pitch. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. One pitch on the way. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Now the 1-2. 1-2 offering is hit in the air out to straightaway left. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout. Quickly one away.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. His shutout attack, as you get a look at his line so far, through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Number 27 will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
First pitch coming. In there, and it's 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. On to first, and there were 2 down. Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. Number 22 will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch on the way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
2 out, nobody on. And now a pitch on the way. And this is on the ground to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. They're down 1-0. Troy Pearson is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Troy Pearson.
Juan Lagares will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Center fielder, Juan Lagares.
And a check swing looked like he went around. Yes, indeed, says the first base umpire. Strike 1. And the pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Michael Lee will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And that misses, ball one. One 0 on the way. That's wide, 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
Here comes the 2-0. Look out. All over the place now. 3-0.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
One out, nobody on. Here comes the 3-0. And he looks at ball four now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of a steal when he's on base.
Number 3.
Number 3 to try and turn it around. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts thus far. Now the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially if for a guy in this part of the lineup.
The 1-0 home. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Maybe trouble now. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss on what should have been ball 3. Instead, the count goes to 2-1.
And that had all the looks of a guy who was going to take a giant hack. 2-0, no matter where that pitch was. EK, I know you never did that.
Not me, but maybe once or twice.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Here's the 2-2 offering. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat and not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Payoff pitch coming. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Yeah, back-to-back walks for him now. And he hasn't looked like he's wanted any part of these number 3 or 4 guys. He's going to have to shift gears now, though, because he's still got a dangerous number 5 guy ahead of him.
Number 30 will step in. 1 for 2 with a walk thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Pause, now the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. He's set, now the pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Even though this is still just a one-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
Here comes a 1-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. Another 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. The 2-2 coming. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. And now on 3-2, do you put any thought into sending the runners here with one away? Here it is. Oh, on the ground is short. Could this be two? One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Mets leave one, but they lead it 1-0. A.J. Metcalf will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the ninth.
First baseman, A.J. Metcalf.
Here's the first offering. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. And this one will be fouled back in among the fans. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Can't ask for much more out of a starting pitcher. Working on a 2-hit shutout right now.
Mitchell Friedman will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far. Now here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And this one misses to the Cleveland backstop. It's even at a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Here's the 1-1. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. Base hit.
Boy, we were starting to wonder if anybody was going to reach base on him again. That breaks a string of 12 in a row that he'd retired, and that's a pretty healthy portion of the game to go without having a base runner.
Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Paul Lee is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 15, Paul Lee.
Sammy Huffman will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. First offering on the way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. As a look, now the pitch. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. A bare hand for one. Back to first. It's a double play right when he needed it, and this ball game is over.
Well, these guys fought hard right to the end. They got the tying run on base here in the ninth, but they couldn't get any further than that as the double play ball brings this game to a close.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top, 1-0. Good night from Flushing.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Cleveland, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citi Field, 45,000. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.